What's up, y'all? Some of you guys ask me questions. Well, Prophet, how do I know if what I'm being taught is legitimate? How do I know if what I'm being taught is authentic? And all I can tell you is history will be your best friend. A little bit of history and a little bit of common sense will save you a whole heap of trouble. I tell you what, all you have to do is ask yourself is what is being presented? Are the ingredients being used? Is it something that an African ancestor in the American South would have had access to? I know it's hard to imagine that now because the world is so much smaller with the internet, with Amazon, things like that, right? You can have just about anything at your doorstep in a matter of days, but it wasn't always like that. So, what did they have access to? A lot of these fancy ingredients and whatnot, it looks good when you're trying to fill up pages in a book that you're trying to sell, but it's not the truth. It's not really authentic. I'm about to go inside so we can talk about some of these hoodoo pocket pieces. But because God, it's only 70 degrees down here, but the sun is out. I'm wearing black. We had a lot of rain, and with all this rain, the sun heating the ground up, this wet ground, I swear it feels like I'm walking through a sauna. It's like soup. So let me get in here. I'm turning this AC on, and we're gonna talk about my favorite hoodoo pocket pieces, the things that you can carry around and that will not only just hold you over until you can do a ritual, they a lot of times are the ritual, all you need. I think a lot of people overestimate how much magic they need in their lives because the world has grown lazy. You know, it's like all y'all asking me, Prophet, can you give me a spell for protection? And there's so many of y'all. I'm like, what are y'all out here doing in these streets? You need all this protection magic. Maybe you ought to stop being. Let me stop. Anyway, let me get back in here, y'all. I'm here. What is up, my beautiful people? Woo! Behold, today is the day that the Lord hath made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. I know it's been a little bit, been a few days, right? Been a few days. We got some serious weather down here at Hoodoo Central 2.0. And a lot of wind. Thank you to each and every one of y'all who were asking, Prophet, how y'all doing? Hey, me and Mr. J, whole family, we are doing well. Hoodoo Dog is doing great. All the cats, the lizards, the bird, the snakes, we all doing well. Thank y'all for y'all concern. But more importantly, how are you guys? How you doing, Broken Army? It's the end of the week. It's the end of the week. It's Friday. It's the end of the week. It's the last day. What you gonna do this weekend? Hopefully, be great. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna walk in power, let the anxiety and all this other mess go, and just go out and enjoy life. Have you a little fun. You deserved it. You worked hard all week, and if you didn't, why not? But don't worry, you can start next week working hard. Whew. Guys, this video, I'm gonna talk to you guys about some of my favorite hoodoo pocket pieces. You're not gonna always have time to light a candle. You're not gonna always have time to do a full ritual, but hoodoo is a way of life. And that's one thing I always tell people. It is a way of life. It's not just something reactionary that you do when the you-know-what hits the fan. No, it's something that you do, and no, it is something that you are every day. So why not carry a little bit of hoodoo around with you? Case in point, me and Mr. J were out here, and the wind was blowing a certain direction. I didn't like it. And I was like, Mr. J, check this wind out. And he was like, it is a bad wind. Now, did I go out and do some things? Yeah, but what if I had been away from home? Well, then that's when I have my protections out. Oh, really, Mr. Prophet? Your last video, you made fun of me for wearing my necklace. But now it's okay, right? Now it's okay? Yeah, okay. I have something in my pocket. See, it's what you are. It's a way of life. See, the true worker is one that spirit and flesh have kind of like benignly melded together. It's not just, oh, I gotta get home. No, you just keep it on you all the time. Magic is not reactionary. That's why I tell you guys that magic done from desperation will seldom work. It is not reactionary. We're always proactive. What is that? Proactive versus reactive. Yeah. So, with that being said, listen, you gotta stay on it. So with that being said, stop thinking of it as something that you do after the fact. It should be something that you are the entire time. And you just restore the balance. When your life gets a little out of whack, you whack it back in. But with spirituality being a full-time thing, you'll find it getting out of whack less and less.
All right, y'all, we are here. I got the AC on. And you guys could probably tell I was a little kind of discombobulated because I had so many ideas of things that I wanted to tell you guys. Now, I know the general theme is going to be pocket pieces and, things that you can carry in your pocket for protection, wealth, things of that nature. But also, when I'm away from y'all for too long, man, I legitimately start to miss talking to you guys. I know it's like a one-way thing unless it's a live stream, but I feel y'all's energy. I do. And I just enjoy talking to y'all. So it's kind of like when you have not seen someone in a while, it's like you get diarrhea at the mouth. And I have to get better at that. That's why I edit the videos the way I do now, because y'all don't see all the crap that gets edited out that did not make the final cut, right? But anyway, we're going to get started on the things that you can carry in your pocket, because everyone knows about the mojo bags, right? But what about something else, something a little less bulky, probably, and could be just as effective without if you get pulled over and folks like officers like, what is in the bag, sir? What is in the bag? So that's what we're going to talk about. But first, thank you to everyone who has shown love by going to the store. My online shop, admittedly, is like my granddad's old pickup truck. He used to talk about his pickup truck all the time. But she ain't pretty, but she gets the job done. And that's how my online shop is. I'm working on that. It's gonna look better by the end of the day. But my online shop is up and functional. And with that being said, thank you so much, Mrs. White. The first order, got your order right here. Pow! Already packaged up. Y'all see I'm getting better at my packaging and stuff like that. Already packaged up. Thank you so much. Long-time supporter and always supporting whatever endeavor the Broken Army's got going on. You are loved and appreciated. Thank you so much. All right. And other orders and stuff going in. Got some oils coming out. I've always made oils this way. Like this one, shoop. And let me tell y'all something. I know y'all see all the stuff in the oil. You not getting that, okay? I've told y'all this time and time again. I don't know when. Well, I know who did it, and I know why. But guys, when having crap floating around in your oil, that was a marketing ploy that was started in the early 2000s. That is not traditional, because real root workers strain off the oil, keep the plant matter, and use the plant matter to make like powders and incense, stuff like that. Because remember, our ancestors were very thrifty people. Remember, a little bit of history will help you out a lot. They're really thrifty people. So they would utilize things as much as possible, especially when they migrated from the south, which is agricultural, to the north, which was industrial. So a lot of things weren't growing in the big city that you would get down here in the country. So when they did get a hold of something, they would use it as much as possible. I liken it to, like say for instance, my grandma and my mom too at times. When we were growing up, well, there were times when there would only be like maybe 3 eggs for breakfast, but you got like 5 people that need to eat. So they would pour a little bit of milk into the eggs, and scramble them to stretch the eggs. Well, our ancestors knew how to make things stretch. A lot of us still know how to make stuff stretch, because we ain't gonna talk about that Robitussin. when you get down to about that much Robitussin, you put some water in there, shaking around, Motussin. What you got? You got some Motussin. Okay? So yeah, they made things stretch. And with that being said, it was a marketing ploy created by a company, I'm not even gonna say their name, to try to make it seem more, rustic. Like growing up, you know, the Italian salad dressing. Because I don't know about y'all, but in the hood, growing up, you had 3 dressings. You had ranch, blue cheese, and Italian. And Italian was always the thin and watery one, right? It was clear and it was watery. And maybe a seed floating around. But now, have y'all seen the Italian salad dressing now? You can't, there's hardly any dressing in there. They done choked the bottle so full. Because they think it looks so healthy to have seeds floating in your dressing. And this same company thought it made their products look more authentic and more rustic by having plant matter floating around in it. More than likely they saw a real root worker's oil, like this is my balm of Gilead oil here, not knowing these buds, you ain't getting these buds. I strain them out. If you get one in there, then it's a hole in my strainer. Good. Thank y'all so much. I'm packaging up more stuff. I'm gonna be sending out some oils. Look, I know when they can y'all imagine what the post office was thinking? Because I had to buy these bottles. Can you imagine what they were thinking when a bunch of bottles like this was coming down to a black man's house? They were like, uh-oh.
Profit moving weight.
I ain't even gonna make that joke. But anyway, guys, let's get into these pocket. Let's get into these pocket pieces. These are things that you carry around when, you know, just for general purposes like protection, luck, things like that. Maybe to compel someone to do something. Now, my personal favorite, I know somebody's gonna say John the Conqueror root. This is John the Conqueror. This is not High John. Patreon, I'm gonna tell y'all what the difference is, so check for a post, okay? Members too. But there's a difference between John the Conqueror and High John the Conqueror. Same root, but there is a difference. But a lot of people will, and this one has a little nib on it. I don't know. This John got a nipple on him. But yeah, this is one that you can carry. But you have to be careful with John the Conqueror roots, because there is a John the Conqueror spirit attached to the roots. And he can be a little tricksy, okay? And a lot of times, not only is he playing jokes on the people around you to get you out of things, because if you know the John the Conqueror stories, then you know that he will often use his intellect to get out of sticky or tricky situations. Well, he may play some tricks on you, and a lot of times people will carry John the Conqueror around and can't find their keys a lot of times because he's a very tricky spirit. Okay, but he does like whiskey, does like to party. He loves the ladies. So I'd advise guys to carry John the Conqueror spirit around. But with that being said, he's a very masculine spirit. So I oftentimes tell women, ladies, you probably don't want to carry a John the Conqueror root, you know, just in your pocket like that, simply because I have seen a lot of women, you know, take on more masculine traits when carrying around a John the Conqueror root. On occasion, help you, you know, when those traits are needed, like say in business, things like that. But you may not want to carry them if you know, gonna be a bridesmaid or something. Yeah. Let me see if I brought the right bag. Did I bring the right bag? Well, I can just talk about it. Now, something else, a lodestone. Not a lodestone, a piece of fool's gold. Now, we've seen in my videos about dressing candles or, you know, using a piece of fool's gold to attract money. You can keep it as a pocket piece as well, to carry around with you to help in games of chance to attract money. And it itself is a little lucky. The problem with keeping it around is that, well, one, it's a rock. It's a little heavy, a little bulky. And the reason I wouldn't recommend keeping it is because of these doodads. These little doodads right here. You don't really want to carry one in your pocket because you don't want it rubbing up against your phone. Always have one, because you can wrap a dollar bill around it and keep it in your car, especially if you're like around looking for a job or things like that. And they will help you in that aspect. But as far as carrying one around in my pocket, probably not. Probably not. A small alligator foot. Now, look at this. Now this little fella's throwing up a peace sign. A small alligator foot, I probably would keep in my pocket. Less likelihood, except for the nails, for it to scratch up your phone or something like that. But an alligator's foot has the dual purpose of being lucky as far as money, but also being protective. I'm pretty sure, this alligator was protective of this foot. So this is probably something I would carry around, and you can soften it. I see in a lot of places, like in Florida, you can get one as a keychain, and you can absolutely keep it on your keychain rather than keeping it, in your pocket by itself. But this, absolutely. So we have, yes, for the hot John, some of the time. We have a probably not all the time for a piece of fool's gold, but I would say if you do keep it wrapped in a dollar, so I'll put it as a sometime too. And we got a definite yes over here with the alligator foot. Now, this one is my favorite. I used to carry this thing around all the time, and a lot of times I still do. And it is a lucky Buckeye nut. The Buckeye nut draws luck, it draws prosperity, and it is like just physically more, it lends itself more to carrying in your pocket on a regular basis. You see, it's a pretty manageable size. It is round, it is smooth, it is light, so you're not gonna feel it like you'd feel this rascal after a while. But it's light, it's smooth, and it is very powerful. That is a definite yes, and I carry one myself a lot of times, and there was a time I carried it all the time. All the time. So yeah, these are my favorites. Like I said, I don't want to talk bad about the fool's gold. It's just, if you can find one that is, a more manageable size than the one I'm using as an example right here, and you keep it wrapped in a dollar bill, it'll definitely be good to draw money to you, especially if you're just out and about and just, things of that nature. John the Conqueror, if you're a man, all the time. If you're a lady, on occasion. Alligator foot, yeah, love it. Buckeye nut, wow, awesome. Shoot. That's why I keep some here. I may put them on the store. I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all like to see me put them on the store. If you're done with this video, check the store. They may be on there anyway. But yeah, these are the ones that a lot of people will ask me about, and I always, have them available for different things. If I were you, I'd, get one of each so that you can swap them in and out. So you can swap them in and out. Another thing that I do, because see, we were talking about when I was out there walking and rambling, we were talking about magic being a way of life, not something that we just do when we have to. I always have, a charm. You guys have seen me wearing several different kinds of necklaces, and there's a reason for them. This one here is Jetstone, and I'll show y'all. And a lot of these, I was out there rambling about using a little bit of common sense so you won't get scammed. A lot of hoodoo shops, supposed hoodoo shops, will carry all manner of crystals, from rose quartz and y'all know about the rose quartz egg. Stuff like that, because they know y'all want to buy it, but that doesn't mean it's authentic. The only authentic hoodoo stone would be, say, black jetstone. Now you could use black tourmaline or onyx if you choose. But these are stones that, could be found just around, especially jetstone. And they repel negative energy, so they're good for protection. They repel negative spirits. I always have one of these either in my pocket or on me, on my person, when I'm going into a cemetery, so I can be assured, even if I forget to pay my way out, even if I forget, certain offerings, this will ensure nothing will attach itself to me. If I have to go to like a prison ministry and go and visit someone, or in a hospital, like going and visiting someone there, I make sure I have this so nothing negative will attach itself to me. So as I was telling that story out there about the wind blowing, I was like, let me make sure. And you can actually feel when there's something trying to get a little funny with you. Okay, that was crazy. The battery literally died. So, I'm telling you, you can't make this stuff up. You talk about energies and stuff like that, and freaking electronics start getting a little wonky. But with that being said, guys, definitely look into carrying something on you at all times. Think magically all the time, because life in and of itself is magical. But don't let magic be your entire life. Remember, there's a benign balance that you have to maintain when you're spiritual, and it includes, if you're a police officer, you're not gonna walk out without your weapon, right? So keep a spiritual protection on you, and then you'll find the need to actually do a protective spell rarely ever happens. And also, y'all need to watch where y'all be going if y'all need so much protective magic. I mean, where y'all going? Go to Disney World or something. Stay out them clubs. But anyway, y'all, I promise you next video will be better. Hopefully we got a little bit of information in here, a couple of laughs, and thank you for all the love you've shown. All right, I'm a little discombobulated. I don't know. Let's see. And this is an energy drink. It is not a beverage. Anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. Thank y'all so much. Here's Hoodoo Dog again. And we'll get back into it. Y'all have a good one. Be blessed. And remember, guys, we live in a world where you could literally decide to be anything. Some good, some bad. But you can decide to be anything. Broken Army, you guys are amazing. You're intelligent, you're loving, and you are strong. So in a world where you can decide to be anything, decide to be kind. All right? Have a good one, guys. Profit out. What's up, people? I'm Daquan. I feel like I was unfairly portrayed in the Broken Prophet's last video just because I like to wear, my necklace and keep my tarot cards out and show people, what it is I'm working with. All right? So I'm gonna hold a dating series here. All right? See, there's a little fraud line right there. So fellas, what you do is, you gotta have your hat popping. Make sure your spiritual garb is out. Watch this. Excuse me, ma'am. Yeah. What is you? Oh, you gotta be a Pisces. You wear yellow. Did they ever tell you about those shoes? Where you going?
This is Broken Prophet. This that spiritual channel, channeling the energy, that spark of life inside you and me. From hoodoo to voodoo, we go deep. So stay tuned, cause you in for a treat. Through tradition, take hold of reality. By African American spirituality. Cause we keep it 100, no Hollywood theatrics. We keep it chill with spelling magic. Working roots on people. I focus like an eagle, taking every measure. While praising and uplifting our ancestors. Cause Prophet Lou got the vision and the precision to take you on the quest. Holding it down from the east to the west. Cause you rockin' with the best, so don't settle for less. Just take it all in, cause knowledge is power. So you can take control of every hour. Cause in the spirit, that's the key to unlock and be free. And when you find yourself at the crossroads, you know where to go, cause you know the code. So if you down to ride, like, comment, and subscribe, cause this is the operation. And don't forget to run them donations, cause you are now in the mix with Broken Prophet. Broken Prophet, hold it down. Spread the word around. In your mind is the key. Open up and see, so you can live and you can breathe. Taking charge of reality. Yeah, this that real work, we getting it in. Then doing it all again with that aura, put it in a spin. Mindset always set to win. Going to the spirit at the crossroad. So let the story unfold, cause the teaching is gold. The type your heart and mind hold. The type that make you stronger, make your thoughts burn harder. So set sight on the conjure, cause we don't fear monger. But yes, we verbal, we drink cause it's still spiritual. It's no miracle, just keeping it 100 and lyrical. For every and any occasion. So go ahead and run them donations and give it up for the one and only Broken Prophet. Broken Prophet, hold it down. Spread the word around. In your mind is the key. Open up and see, so you can live and you can breathe. Taking charge of reality.